We are live. What's going on there, everybody?
Howdy,
This is
folks.
JVS. We are here for episode 4, I think, of The Talking Dead. But we're going to be going over episode 3, The Dog, Fear the Walking Dead. Yeah, last week they didn't have an episode, but we were still here. So.
Oh my God, we were for sure.
Yeah, we in there like swimwear. But just to let y'all know, I'm pretty sick, and I'm not doing that well. So I wanted to let y'all know, Joe and Jor-Els are going to be basically controlling this episode. I'm going to be doing the best I can to contribute. But Jor-Els, you want to talk about your channel? Let us know who you are.
Yeah, so if you don't know, I represent Jor-Els Alexandria YouTube channel. I do reaction videos and reviews, mostly movie related, but some differences like album reviews, stuff like that. And I promote my own art on there as well. So a little bit about myself.
Nice.
Okay.
What about you, Joe?
Joe Johnson 030. Of course, I mean Sam Arnold with JVS, but for viewers, go check out our channel, do movie reviews, game reviews, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. You get great content. That's pretty much it.
Bro, Joe, I can hear you.
Yeah,
exactly.
I
I fixed that before we even went this.
Oh my God! Like real talk, I think this is like the first time I've like heard you. But anyway. Anyways.
Sorry it took so long.
Yeah, I know, right? So, the dog. So, what did we think about this episode? I'll let y'all two go first. I can't really talk that well.
I thought I was gone for a second. My connection sort of lagged for a second, so I don't know if you asked a question or not.
Oh, yeah. So, I just let you know that I'm pretty feeling bad. So, I was like, what do y'all think about the episode, first off, before we go into anything?
Oh, sure. It sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but I thought it was another solid episode, to be honest. I mean, for it to be on episode 3...
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
And we're already ending with,
Black box.
Uh-oh. I think he's lagging a little bit. Stay tuned, everybody. He's coming back. I promise.
Oh.
All right, I can hear you now.
Weird. I can't tell when something goes wrong. On my end, everything looks normal.
Okay, it was lagging for a second, but now I can hear you.
But
Can
okay,
you hear me?
you can hear me now?
Yeah.
Nah.
I can.
Okay. All right. So I don't know. I thought. I don't know. Joe, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
what I thought about this episode, I mean, I liked it. Like Joel said, I think it was another solid episode. Shoot, some of the decisions made in this one, I'm like, okay, we're getting there. You know what I'm saying? We're getting hip to the zombie apocalypse. I think they're doing a good job, and it's revealed apparently in this episode that they don't know what's going on, and it's like very realistic of how they would, be thrown into a zombie apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing to talk about, we'll talk about this later, but they're still hoping for a cure.
Yeah.
And even just like the military being able to help them. You know what I'm saying? But we know as viewers that's not the case.
Exactly.
And what's his name? What's that guy's name?
Who, Travis?
Daniel Salazars.
Yeah, Daniel.
That guy. He knows what the deal is. He's like, at the end of the episode, he's like, it's already too late. I was like, yo, he knows what's going on. everybody else would get a clue.
Yeah,
He's
I
like a
agree.
seasoned vet in the zombie apocalypse. I think because he's an older gentleman, that he's like, nah,
So you
this
gotta
ain't
click.
protocol, man. This ain't protocol. This is the system breaking down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really cool. I mean, I want to piggyback what you said about Daniel, because he had made a comment about the whole prospect with good people. When he was talking to his daughter, he was like, good people are not going to make it through something like this. Good people are people that are going to die. And, like, the way that he took out that zombie in this episode, he did not flinch. He did not hesitate. He just did what he had to do instinctively. And at the same exact time, when he was kind of looking at Travis stopping Madison from killing her obviously dead neighbor to put her out of her misery, he stopped her. And he commented and whispered, weak. I was like, man, this dude is something else. But it made me to believe, like, what are his real intentions? If his wife really does die, which I think she is, it's going to be something really interesting in the long term of what kind of person he's either going to be. Is he going to be an asset, or is he going to go a different route with control, you know? But as far as me is concerned with the episode, I actually liked it. I gave it a 8.5 out of 10. I actually liked it more than the past two. I think that what surprised me about this episode was Madison. I liked her more than I have this whole entire series. And not just like her, like, I mean, she actually stood out and did some interesting, pivotal things that is going to allow her to be able to survive this. But yeah, I like the episode.
gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure how much of what I was saying was heard before, but I thought it was a solid episode. If I had to rate it, it'd probably be like a 7 or an 8. I mean, for it to be only on the third episode and we're already at where we're at now, I think that's kind of crazy, especially ending like already with the military.
Yeah.
And my favorite part of the whole episode is when it was Chris and Travis and Daniel, their two families in the truck, and you can see on the horizon the power going out.
Oh my God.
Damn. I thought that was like, whoa, like we're already there on episode 3? Like, damn.
That's powerful imagery, though, because it leaves perspective. Like, that small ride that we saw, like, how much more things are going to go down when there's no lights at all?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
And it's definitely, it kind of reminds me of Prison Break season 2. You know, it's like now there's like this whole world at their disposal for the writers, and unfortunately, this leads itself sort of almost inherently open to plot holes. For example, like when the sister, when she like finally mentions her boyfriend, you know, I was like, by the time she mentioned it, I was like, shouldn't she have mentioned him a while back? You know, there's like little plot holes that are hanging people up, but for me, there's nothing substantial with any of the plot holes or like questionable character moments. Like, yeah, some people do things like when what's her name, Madison, when the sister, she was like, oh mom, take a look at this, and Madison's like shining her flashlight across the street. I'm just like, what's wrong with you, woman? The hell? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's questionable things, but nothing substantial. I mean, what about you guys?
Yeah. I guess I'll talk next. As far as with Madison, I think that when I said in my review is that the first 2 episodes, she's made so many stupid decisions. I disliked her character completely. Like, her whole way she treated both her children, the way she interacted with the environment and the situation, it's like she's making the most dumbest decisions, you know. But I've come to realize that this woman, now that I finally realized that she lost her husband, he died. I'm not sure the situation or whatnot, but that finally got revealed in this episode. And anybody that goes through kind of tragedy like that, and you have 2 kids, you got one kid that ended up becoming on substance abuse issues, another kid that was a prodigy, but then disassociated herself from reality of her family, and it all probably stemmed from just one event. So what she's probably been trying to do in her own head is try to paint a picture that the world is not disintegrating around her. And at the same time, for her kids, she's trying to keep them in this invisible world that things are not going bad, you know. But it's too late for Nick. She knows that Nick knows, and he realizes what's going on. But as far as her daughter, she's like, I think she even implied at the beginning, she's like, she doesn't need to know because she hasn't seen anything yet. Maybe it'll blow over. She knows it's not going to blow over. She knows that in her heart. When she killed her principal, she knew. But I think she wanted to keep some kind of semblance of normalcy for her daughter Alicia. And that's the reason why she's been making these decisions if you're making. But, I mean, they are really stupid. But now, looking back at what her whole environment, the situation that she's gone through, I mean, I can see why somebody would do that. But I think at this point, like, she's not going to necessarily make any more stupid decisions. Only the last stupid decision I didn't like was they should have left. When Travis told her, look, go to the desert, do it, you know. But I think a part of her feels as though she can't leave him behind. She needs him. But there's going to come a point, in my opinion, that she's going to choose her children over Travis and his children and his family. And I think that's going to come really soon because Travis, to me, I was like, bro, you are not going to survive this. If you're the leader, you're going to get somebody killed in the long term because of his whole realization of what these things are.
The only thing I get to that is that I feel like Travis, like, you gonna learn today, brother. Like, I feel like he's gonna, I think he's gonna learn real quick. I don't know. He's too good of an actor for him to like be killed off very quickly, in my opinion. So I think he's gonna have to learn real quickly, probably brutally here pretty soon.
I think
like,
so too.
You know, maybe his ex bites the dust, or I feel like something bad is really gonna make him turn colder, I guess, towards like, you know, the whole idea of violence against walkers.
Yeah, I agree. I think I predicted his wife probably biting it because of his perspective with the whole situation. But what were your thoughts on the episode, Joe, as far as good things, bad things, plot-wise?
Oh, man, I had a good point. Well, I mean, as far as, well, we know that, like, her daughter, Alicia, she had went back and she got those shotgun shells. That's when she got pretty much chased by that lady, that zombie. And, you know, I was just thinking how much could have been avoided, like, if she just knew the situation.
Yeah.
You know, would she have gone back in there? Like, if she knew the threat that was out there.
Yeah.
Not even that. Oh yeah, but I was also talking about Travis and like him learning, like, you know, pretty much he has to take a more forceful stance. If I hope they're gonna the situation with the husband coming back home to his wife and she was infected. I hope that comes up in the next episode, that topic. You know what I'm saying? Because he's very well, like the husband, that lady's husband, he could have very well been, you know, killed or attacked. And I hope they bring that back up. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, was Travis in the backyard?
Yeah, he was there.
Did he see it? Okay.
Yeah, he saw it.
Yeah.
I hope that they re-mention that, but
wait, no,
Travis in the past, it was like, based off their history and the lack of communication that I've seen, I don't know if that's going to be brought up. I hope it is.
I don't think that Travis saw it because he was in the car backing up.
Nah, he was there. He was there.
Yeah, I can't. People in the comments section, let us know. I can't. We need a fact checker because I can't remember if he was there or
Yeah, because
not.
I thought he was
Yeah, he was there.
driving because she had just barely got there when the girl got shot. Because her children were there, and I think he showed up after the military had got there. I didn't think that he had actually saw the man literally about to, get
Yeah,
her.
both of them were there. Both of
Okay.
them were there because I was like, I hope this guy sees this. And I was like, yep, he's right there. He sees it. She came first though, and then he came up back behind her.
Yeah.
And the military dude shot her. I was like, oh snap.
And see, that brings up another point that I've been talking about the past 2 episodes, is that I felt like somebody was removing zombies. Like in the first church where Nick was, my thought was that the military was involved in removing the bodies. And to me, I feel like this is the same as that group or militia that did that. And I don't know, based on, did you anybody look at the trailer for the next episode?
No, no. As soon as the trailer came on, I was already running downstairs to do my reaction video. But no, what happened?
So Joe saw a little bit more, but in the trailer, it looks like the military officer, they start off kind of being like really a dictatorship essentially of how they want everything to go and stuff like that. But it starts getting very physical with the cast. Like I think that Madison got hit in the face, right, with the gun.
No, I think it was. I think it was his ex-wife, Liza.
Yeah.
I thought it was her. I don't know. I could be wrong. It went by pretty quick.
But people were literally just getting like pushed all around by the military. And then there's another group, I think 2 people that are probably going to be a part of this group because he was like, there are people still alive back there and we need to be able to help them. So I think they're going to play a role into it. But regardless, like it doesn't look like the government or the military people are really going to be a help at all. I think they're going to kind of be like something on the evil side, or their first glimpses of the human side of evil. So I'm curious to see where that's going to go, and if they were connected to getting those bodies out or keeping the cover up. Do y'all think that they might be, based on the way they kind of came in?
It's highly probable. That's a good old government for you. Probably. I mean, it's interesting that like we're having military involvement so soon in the plot line. I think that's really interesting. I wonder if they're going to be like relocated or something, or if they're still going to be in LA. I'm kind of curious about what, like, are they going to be sent to like some quarantined building or something, or bunker, So I'm just curious if the military was introduced for the sake of like a new environment that could, cause all kinds of conflict for the cast.
Wow, that would be nuts. I mean, especially because of Daniel's wife, like being hurt the way she is. They might just kill her just because she might be a liability, bro.
Yeah, and also Nick being a junkie, man. I mean, one little slip of going too long without his stuff, and he's already like, ugh. So if they're stuck with the military for a while and he starts having severe withdrawals, I'm kind of curious how they want to play that.
They might kill both of them, dude. And I don't think Madison, Travis, or Daniel will just sit there and let that happen. So it might be a fight between them and their military.
I think. I could totally be wrong. I mean, maybe Nick will be dead in the next episode. But I feel like Nick might become like the Daryl of this show. They put a lot of little details into him.
They did, especially like the opening, and I just really like his character. This episode, I didn't like him as much just because he was more of a liability than anything. But I do like his character.
She was like, "Mom, I don't need you. I need my medication." Hey, bro.
Yeah, and what was up with that dude who who brought his trash can to the curb.
You talking about that Latino dude, that buff dude?
Yeah, I was like, bro, the garage man ain't coming no more, bro. Like, what are you doing?
He was like, I live in these streets. This is where I started. This is where I'm going in.
Big Joker, baby Joker.
Like, no. And I was with Daniel when he was like, burn the body, because like you don't know, like you don't know nothing, man. Like
exactly.
I remember when I saw it was like on a special feature of 28 Days Later. They were talking about like all these sheep got disease and they had to like burn the bodies, you know. That's what it reminded me of. I was like you never know, man. I mean, it's messed up, but at the same time, these aren't no situations. You know what I'm saying?
I have to go through these behind the scenes, delete scenes again.
Oh man, another point was, right when they were escaping that riot, right? There was a zombie attacking somebody right in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
So if we follow like the timeline of what actually happened, so we see that zombie attacking that person in the street. So clearly that person is infected, and there's like other people in that area, and then it's a blackout.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it's like 12 hours pass, and it's the next morning. You know, so how we don't know how quick that you know what I'm saying, the virus is spreading in the city. I bet it's like real bad in the city right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that
So
Resident Evil City of the Dead type shit.
I know, right? Like it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Don't go on the corners in the streets.
Oh, one thing that me and Joe had brought up, and I didn't even bring it up in my review. Can animals get infected if they're just bit, not killed, but bit?
That's a great point, because that dog, I thought we were gonna have some zombie dog action. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
But it looked like he got bit to me, or either he tried to stop somebody. But I mean, it'd be funny if the dogs are immune, bro.
Well, I could have sworn Nick said that the blood that was on him, it wasn't the dog's blood. And then, you know, the dog went off and I guess he sensed the undead person nearby or whatever. But I would assume yes. I mean, I haven't read the comics, so I don't know if Rick ever, like, was walking by and, like, a zombie horse, all half skeletal, like, ran by or something. But I would assume that animals could get infected. I don't know why they wouldn't, but I don't know. I never read the comic books.
Yeah, that would be something though to like have like a dog, you know, that had been bit and he's just alive. That'd be a whole different dimension to the show because it's like, okay, the animal life can't get infected, but the humans can. Then there is a possibility for real of a cure. You just have to go and find the genetics behind what to do, you know. But I think I was like, man, if this dog is infected or if he's not, and they show that he's been bit or whatever, I was like, man, this would be a whole different level for the show. But I feel like they missed that opportunity.
I don't know. I mean, it could still be there. I mean, that's possible. I don't know. Yeah, and anybody in the comments section who's read the comics, you should let us know if there's ever been any like infected animals or whatnot. Yeah. I don't know how many issues that. Does anyone know offhand how many issues Walking Dead is at right now? Because
I think it's like 160, something like that. Because last time I went to the comic book store, I think it was like in the 150s, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Let me look again. Because I think it had like a sub-series too. Comic series.
I'm blown away that the comic book series is like still ongoing. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. So issues 145 have been released. So it's 145 current comics right now.
Okay.
It's on volume 25. Oh wow! I just got spoiled with something.
Don't tell me.
I'm not gonna say anything. Nobody needs to know. Oh my
But
god.
I'm kind of sold on the fact that I don't think that there's a cure. For me personally, I don't think there is. I feel, yeah, no, I don't think so. Even if there was a cure, trying to like cure the planet, like where The Walking Dead is in their timeline, seems a little bit. It would be almost impossible unless you just have some magical gas that you just sprayed the planet with. Other than that, like, yeah, I think they're screwed on the cure part for sure.
Yeah.
Even if there was a cure, you still gotta account for like the millions of people that are still walkers. You know what I'm saying? Because they are dead.
Yeah.
So.
Man. Well, I mean, based on each one of us basically saying this has been decent first 3 episodes, would y'all call this show a success so far? Or just a
Absolutely.
success in general?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, even like just at a pure statistic level. I mean, the first episode did huge numbers. Like,
Yeah.
I think it outperformed the VMAs, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's been doing really damn well.
Yeah, the first episode had one of the highest rankings ever.
Yeah.
I can't remember the numbers.
No, I would say it's a success,
Right.
especially for me because personally, I was really skeptical of Fear the Walking Dead. First off, and I still believe that I think the title is just terrible. Even still, that's never going to change. Sounds like just some weird video game, you know what I mean? And it just seems like milking, like double dipping to me, which it still is, but I mean, it's done damn well.
True.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Shoot. Yeah, I think. Oh man, that's tough. I mean, I would definitely say it was a success. I think it's definitely a success.
Yeah.
Is that because of the regular Walking Dead? Largely, I think so.
Yes. Yes.
Now, does it say that without Walking Dead, would it be not as big? I don't think it would be as big, but I feel like it's a good show. I feel like it's standalone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the first Walking Dead had major contributions to even this being a big success as it is, you know?
Sure.
Which is kind of, I'm interested to see how they're going to do The Walking Dead, too, because, I mean, because even from a writing perspective, there's been a lot that's been done. And to be honest with you, I don't see a cure, like, coming in, like, anytime soon.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, what are they going to do next? You know what I'm saying? Even for that show. And so I'm looking at this one, kind of like, okay, this is a fresh start where anything can happen. You know?
Sure.
This is just me being nitpicky here.
No, I think it's good nitpicking because, like, you know, for a show like Game of Thrones that I'm obsessed with, like, for me, I feel like Game of Thrones could go to season 15 if they wanted to because there's just so many different avenues that they can explore. With The Walking Dead, it's like do you guys have something fresh, or are we gonna fall into being redundant? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I mean, there's the cure thing is kind of out of the question for me. So it's kind of like, do they find a new environment? And even if they do, could it be better than Alexandria? Because I feel like Alexandria was a game changer. So
yeah,
I don't know. Walking Dead, you gotta tread carefully now, for sure. Now is not the time to drop the ball, especially with your prequel show doing well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was y'all's question?
We're still just riffing off of whether Fear the Walking Dead was a success or not.
Yeah. I mean, They had already acknowledged it having a second season before the show even came out, right?
Fear the Walking Dead, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They had, I think they greenlit it, yeah, yeah, because I think Nick, that's,
Hmm.
I think, um, this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that says a lot because they had to screen it before they would go ahead to greenlight it. But I don't know. At the same time, like AMC, they own right now. Like they are running amok. They can really do no wrong. I mean, I didn't think that um, the Saw series was actually going to do as good as it did. Um,
Mm.
but it did. I mean, I don't know as far as the actual show is concerned, but as far as the numbers are concerned, it did pretty good. Um, but for me, looking at The Walking Dead and then looking at Fear the Walking Dead, I can really say that this is a success for me because I don't feel like it's the same exact show. I feel like this is something different. It's fresh. It aggravates the heck out of me, but it really entertains me as a viewer and as a lover of the world. Because ever since the show came out, there's been a lot of people that's talked to me and they were like, man, I'd like to see this happen in New York. Man, I'd like to see this happen in Canada. And like all the different people, like just because of it taking place outside of what we've seen with the Rick group, like it brings up all different possibilities. And it's not just that. It doesn't go off the comic books. It's its own entity and it takes place before everything. So I think it's got a lot more range to go, more so than the other series. Even though the comic series is ongoing, eventually this comic series will end. Whereas this
Yeah,
show, it can branch off and take maybe 3 seasons, and then it go with a whole different group, maybe in Africa or something like that. So it can be self-revolving and self-sustaining if they do it right. If they end this on the right way, it can be really good. But I feel like it's a success, regardless of how the middle goes and how it ends off. Like I've really loved the series so far.
yeah. What I guess one thing that I asked in my or question I proposed in my own reaction video to tonight's episode was if Fear the Walking Dead came first and then The Walking Dead came second, will we still feel the same way? We feel like our feelings for The Walking Dead. Will we feel that for Fear? If Fear the Walking Dead came first, actually. Thoughts on that?
I feel like if I had, man, I guess I can't gauge that because I don't know how far Fear the Walking Dead is gonna go.
Well, sure. I
But
mean, just based on just what we've seen compared to the first three
I mean,
episodes
if
of
I had to
everything.
really guess, I think I would still love both equally because I want to have what we have right now. Like I'd like to see the beginning stages, but then I'd like to see a tight knit group that's just kind of put in the cup, you know. And that's definitely Rick and everybody he's brought into his world that are just completely baddies. You know, they're just going and wrecking shit. You know, it's like you can't have Halo and Call of Duty. Like, I mean, you got two different ones, but people love both equally. They'll go and buy both. You got one that's more fast paced and more that's more on the episodic level. And that's kind of how I feel about both these. I feel like you can have more of it. And I mean, I think it'd be different as far as my gauging on what I think is better if they do it right. If they sell these scenes and they do the acting perfect, I mean, I might have liked Fear the Walking Dead more than like Walking Dead. But I can definitely say I would still love both equally because I want to see Rick Root succeed. I want to see the progression of Rick Grimes to the person he is now, just like I would like to see the beginning stages of this apocalypse in this open world. So
Sure.
that's my thoughts.
Okay. I still have not found an answer to that question, by the way, YouTube. But Joe, any thoughts on that?
I mean, honestly, if I feel like if they came out with Fear the Walking Dead first, but they launched it at the time that Walking Dead came out, I
Right.
think it would have been a good success. Because at the time, I mean, even now, is but more so at that time, man, like anything zombie related was really popular. Um,
Sure.
I mean, and even right now, it's kind of like is I feel like it's like that propelled it, but um, I think if it was released at that time, I think it would have been a big success.
I mean, I still don't really know the answer to that question, but I will say that I feel like I would have liked The Walking Dead more so far as 3 episodes go, because I feel like the character development was always, even from the very beginning, was always done way better in the first 3 episodes of The Walking Dead compared to Fear's first 3 episodes. I feel like even just with Rick, just talking about him, like we were totally anchored by him, totally brought in with very little information too, into caring about Rick's character.
That's true.
I mean, with Fear the Walking Dead, like to be completely honest, I mean I like Fear the Walking Dead, but in all honesty, I like Travis. Really care for Nick, but everybody else is kind of like, we'll see how it goes at the current time. You know, I don't know if you guys feel similar.
Well, I mean, I like Nick. I don't, man. Travis gonna have to go through that fire. I feel like Alicia and Madison, they're probably gonna grow on me. I think Alicia is kind of like the weak link between everybody for me. But that Tobias, Daniel, and Nick are definitely people that I really like. Just because they're all non-perfect people, but they are perfect for surviving this. You know, like they can make it. You know, especially Tobias and Daniel. And if Nick can never kick his habit, I think he's the smartest one that's gonna make it. Even though he doesn't know what's going on, he knows how to survive. You know, and I think if he can kick his habit, he's gonna end up being a really good character. But I don't know, man. Like, even though I don't necessarily care about Alicia or Madison's tendencies, um, I've made a home with this show. I like it. I really do like it. More than I
Yeah.
thought. But it's hard to say if there was never Walking Dead would I watch this. You know, I think I would.
True.
Just because I think I would. Just because I mean, there's so many different zombie movies I love. Even like High School of the Dead. Like I even look at it like a zombie anime show. So I would watch it, get drawn in, and I love the comics. But I think that if I saw the Fear the Walking Dead first, I'd be like, man, give us what we see in the comic books. And then if they finally gave that to me, then that'd be payoff. You know, like I'm like, all right, me as a comic fan, now I get to actually see this kind of play out on live screen.
Sure. Well, I don't know. Is there anything else that we didn't cover in tonight's episode?
Oh, what did you give it a rating wise?
Rating was. I don't know. In my video, I said probably a 7 or an 8. Wasn't really sure at the time. The whole 2 weeks without it or whatever sort of really raised my expectations.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of the two though, 7 or 8. I know that much.
Yeah. I gave it my highest rating, actually. I gave it 8.5 because they finally showed me a different dimension to Madison's character. The children finally understand what's going on. Like, the son knows, Alicia, trial by fire, she knows. So all that foolishness can go out the door. And then they had a real interaction with the zombie. Like, I actually saw Daniel, like, freaking blow part of the face of the zombie's face off. And then straight flows to the head. I was like, that's some gruesome giant. You know, I didn't expect that. Like, I felt like this show was more tame than The Walking Dead, but like, there's some serious stuff, especially that riot scene. That was some scary stuff, man. When that blackout went down and then seeing scenes like that, I was like, okay, this is real, tension. Like, there's weight to it. And then now having the military there, I feel like they are more of a danger than anything else that they can imagine. That's just for me. So I give it an 8.5.
Okay. And definitely shout out to Daniel, straight OG. I like that dude. Like, that would probably be me if I was in the, in the zombie apocalypse.
Heck yeah, man. Joe, what about you? Gave it an 8, right?
Yeah, I gave it an 8.
All right, why?
Huh?
Somebody said they should just go to Walmart or Costco and just chill out for a while.
That's actually, shoot. I mean, if ain't nobody in there, I feel like it's looted, though.
Right.
I feel like it would be looted.
Or like there's some zombie, walking down the toilet.
Yeah.
That's real. That's so true.
I think I'll probably give it an 8 just because I don't have any substantial flaw. It's pretty solid. Yeah. That was pretty good. And I guess we got 3 more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that last one ends on the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, I think so. Because it's the week before The Walking Dead comes out.
Yeah.
And I think on the 4th, they actually are starting back the real Talking Dead, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Are they?
Yeah. Because they're making a big presentation for The Walking Dead season 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought that was it Chris Hardwick? Is that his name?
Yeah.
I thought he had said there wasn't gonna be, but they might do a Talking Dead for that, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else.
Dude, man, I don't know about y'all, man, but I'd like to see Andrew Lincoln like in an epic movie, bro. Like legit. Yeah, I don't know why, man, but I just really like him as an actor, and I feel like this show is gonna have him tied down for years. But I'd like to see him make a legitimate movie, man.
Yeah, my issue with that is that I feel like it's very difficult for TV actors to translate to film.
Yeah.
Like every time I see John Hamm in movies, it's like, no offense, bro, but just get out of there. You're Don Draper. Don Draper. You can't. You're not gonna rub it off. Like, I'm sorry, you're Don Draper.
Yeah.
I
I
wonder.
more like an Idris, you know what I'm saying? Like straight from the wire, and just.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, that is right. I don't know, man. I feel like Idris is one of those. That dude's so good. Like, he's just one of those exceptions, you know?
Yeah. Have you seen the show Luther?
No, I haven't seen it.
Bro, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best cop dramas, like, ever. Like, they had that on Blu-ray at Fire right now. But they only have it in Blu-ray on the UK, on the BBC, I think.
Okay.
You got a DVD in the United States.
One thing I can say is that if the guy who plays Nick, if he goes to the movie world, he needs to play a relative or like a son of Johnny Depp, because that fool actually looks kind of like Johnny Depp. Like he
does.
Like he should have been. He should have been in Black Mass.
He should have.
He should be like, "Hey, Uncle." You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can see that. Oh, speaking of Black Mass, is everybody excited for that? Oh my gosh, dude.
Not only am I excited, but real quick, tomorrow, if you didn't know, the official trailer to the Jungle Book from Jon Favreau is releasing tomorrow. And in case you didn't know, it was probably like the second most talked about thing at D23. So yeah,
my belly.
I'm really curious about that shit.
Oh snap, man! I'm definitely gonna have to watch that. Maybe we can react to it, though, if I feel better, man. I don't know.
So yeah, that's for all any reactors watching. Get your cameras ready, because that's gonna be a big one for sure.
Oh heck yeah, bro!
And I don't know. I think we're good. I mean, the only thing else that comes to mind about tonight's episode is that I wish that what's her name? I wish that Madison just did it. Like, I wish she just took the hammer and was like, Susan, and was just like, bam, and then just went about her day, because
I think she was going to, you know, and so she was right there. But if she would have done it after the fact when Travis was kind of convinced her not to, then she would have kind of been using dissension between the families already. You know what I'm saying? It's too soon for that.
No, sure. It's just I thought the procrastination was so weird. It's like, look, Madison. What you've been in this shit for what 24 plus hours? Like, listen, walk up to her, say a couple Hail Marys, dig the hammer in there. All right, she's a zombie. All right, it's just don't feel bad. She would have ate you, so don't be offended. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's one thing I did want to ask y'all. So, who do you think is going to be the OG out of everybody? Like, who do you think is going to be the real killer? And who do you think is going to be the more passive one in the long term?
Oh, wow.
Just because, I mean, yeah, Travis right now is passive, but if something happens to his wife or his son, I don't know, man.
That's a good question. Man, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, all of them have the potential of.
Yeah, I mean the biggest
some zombies.
The biggest thing that comes to mind for me is like who's still gonna be alive.
Yeah.
By episode 6, you know.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I got Daniel's wife done. I got. There's no way that Travis is gonna have his ex-wife and his wife on the same roof. It's just not gonna work. Like, it's impossible to me to think that those two women, as strong as they are, emotionally, can work together. But I thought that was a cool scene with Madison and Daniel's ex. I'm not Daniel, but Travis's ex-wife. Because she was like, well, look, I don't want any problems and all this kind of stuff. And then Madison just pulled like an OG. She was like, look, you see that person out there? That's my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, where does that come from? You know, like, I'm starting to like you, Madison.
That scotch.
She's
Right.
just chilling.
Right. She was just straight watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all.
She's like, yeah, I'm going to kill you in the morning. Take a hammer to I wonder how I'm going to kill you. Take a hammer to your head. Shut at the chainsaw. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Right. Don't even worry about it. That would have been so messed up if Travis had walked over there and he was like,
"Some boy, you miss wine."
Like, what? Like, what are you doing? She's just like covered in like blood. Like, oh, nothing.
Did she tell Travis that she killed her principal?
Nah, not yet. No.
I don't think so. No.
She gonna kill somebody else before this.
Yo, you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be one of those straight awkward conversations where like they're in bed and she's gonna roll over and just blank stare, and be like, "I killed someone already. It was the principal." You know what I'm saying? Travis gonna be like, "Oh, shit." But yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's an interesting point, though. No, I don't think Travis knows.
Oh yeah. Who is this?
Does Travis even know about the whole she's still giving drugs to Nick? I don't even know if Travis knows that.
Yeah, he found out. He was like,
did
"Where did you get those meds?" And she was like, "I went back to the school to get them."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he knows she went back to school, whatever. Got that. I don't know if he knows necessarily it's for Nick, but details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got Madison becoming an OG, and I don't know why. I keep thinking that the daughter, she's gonna end up being an OG too. There's something wrong with that daughter and Madison. I feel like there's something off with these people. I don't know why.
You talking about the Alicia or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like there's something wrong with both of them. Like, I feel like they are a ticking time bomb. Like, when they lose their souls, essentially, to this world, like, they're just going to become numb to everything, I feel. And people like that, they're the Carols of this world. Like, they just run joint, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a bunch of people might die, even by episode 6. To be honest. or at least like substantially changed. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, do you all want to do like our top 3 picks, people that's gonna die?
Yeah, we could try that. I mean, I don't think that Travis or Madison are gonna die at all.
I don't either.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a
I
shocker though if one of them did. Oh my god.
I just feel like as actor and actress, they're too, compared to everyone else around them anyways, they're too good to just be killed off like that. So
Yeah.
I think Nick will be alive. Chris and the sister are very questionable. I feel like they could die any moment. I feel like the ex gotta die.
Dang.
I feel like I can
Put her on
see
the
her,
ground already?
bruh. I can see her biting dust straight 15 minutes into the next episode for real.
Dang.
Is there anyone else?
I think that Daniel's wife's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the one with the injured foot?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised she turned, to be quite honest with you.
She probably will.
That's crazy though, because I've never seen anybody actually get injured and like turn, you know what I'm saying? Like I think normally, what was it, T-Dog? He did get cut, almost bled out, but then Dale gave him some medication, so the infection didn't spread. But I guess if the infection does spread, either way she's gonna die. So she's gonna turn.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it. I think that Chris is gonna die. I think the ex is gonna die, and Daniel's wife is gonna die. I don't know. That's all I got for now.
What about you, Joe? Top 3.
I'm gonna have to go with Daniel's wife. I think she's gonna be the first to go.
Dang.
Dang. Straight first.
I think she's gonna be the first.
Going down.
I feel like his daughter
Wow.
is gonna go as well. Not maybe next, but eventually. She's gonna go eventually.
Sure.
And then probably I don't know. I can't see.
I don't know. I feel like Chris is gonna die because he's stubborn.
Yeah. I feel like he's gonna go too.
Like he's really stubborn. For sure.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see what happens.
Dang.
I need to watch that teaser trailer for next week though.
Yeah, you need to do that. I think I'm gonna say Daniel's wife, Travis's ex-wife, and it's a toss-up between Daniel's daughter and Travis' son. I don't think Travis' son will die, but I think something horrible is going to happen to him. That maybe he gets bit and they have to amputate him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't see Daniel's daughter toughening up for this world. You know what I'm saying? It's either something crazy is going to happen where Daniel gets killed and she toughens up, or his daughter gets killed. But if his daughter gets killed on top of his wife, bruh, they don't need to trust him because I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. But I think that's my top 3. I think that's my top 3.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know. There's a couple things I'd like to speak with you about once we're not live, but I don't have anything else if you guys don't.
Nah, I'm good. I need to get some medicine, try to get better. Yeah. But, well, thanks everybody for watching. This is episode 4 of The Talking Dead, but this is episode 3 of The Fear the Walking Dead. Thanks everybody for watching. Jules, you want to represent yourself before we get out of here?
Yeah. So, in case you missed it, I'm part of a YouTube channel called Jor-Els Alexandria. Do reaction videos, reviews. A lot of it's movie related, and promote my own art. Got my first movie up on YouTube, which is at just hit 11,000 views, which is pretty cool. So, so check me out. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure.
Damn.
Joe, you got anything?
Nah.
You got anything?
I mean, we're on the same channel. JVS. We do movie reactions, reviews, or trailer reactions, movie reviews, game reviews, trailer reactions for video games. Pretty much a lot of different entertainment, and current events as well. So we cover a lot of different bases.
Yeah.
A lot of different bases. And you know, my man, Supercell over here got working on a movie.
Oh yeah,
right now, so that's gonna be dropping to the streets real soon.
Yeah, shout out to Sam's upcoming movie.
Movie.
Dude, what is it called? What is the movie called?
The Prodigal Brother. That's all I can say.
Okay.
That's all I can say. I'll say this: there will be a trailer dropping for it. By November. Release date has not been officially given yet. But yeah, in addition to that, we also have a small series that is coming out as well. I gotta talk to you about that behind the scenes, Jor-Els, later too. And shout out to Jor-Els because he just hit 6K, right?
Yeah.
6,000 subscribers. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we're JVS, Jor-Els Alexandria. Thanks everybody for watching. I can't believe it. We got like 7 people watching now. It's like the peak. This always happens when we get towards the end. Like it just peaks out.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next Sunday. We're gonna try to keep it at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, CST time, 10 p.m. And thanks everybody for watching.
For sure.
Later, everybody.
Deuces.
Peace.
I'm out.